They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Flex round!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
First down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Play clock winding down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This time Taylor will throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Come on, let's go. Try it, 38. Try it, 38.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. 1-9. 1-9.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the big tight end shifting around. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue, because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In motion left comes Bryant. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now it's Taylor, flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Line 26. 319. 319.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Shift. Hey, check 26. Come on.
Rodgers now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. In motion is Austin Hooper.
Tighten up. 630.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Taylor, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Rolling to his right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. In motion right is Bryant. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. In motion left comes Bryant. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Rodgers now on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So they're operating in the red zone. They run the counter now on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
2 for 66.
The play clock's running down. They go to Elliott again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now it's the backup Goff. That's complete to John Ross. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's Rodgers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The slot man in motion right. Rodgers will try again on second down. Going deep for Moncrief. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going deep for Mont. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 55 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. After the run, Goff going to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on third. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Throwing now, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Cincinnati, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.